Hey everyone, welcome to the 4th annual 21-day squat challenge. I am so excited for it for this year. Happy New Year. And in this video, I'm going to answer a couple common questions and show you all kinds of squat options so every one of you at home has no excuses to join in, even if you think you can't squat. Let me show you. So I'm going to cover some really common questions. For example, what kind of squat should you do? What kind of squat should I do? So that really depends on if you squat regularly, if you have knee pain, ankle pain, hip pain. And so if you are a regular squatter, here are going to be some squats that you could do for the challenge. Number one, you could just do good old-fashioned body weight squats. Just you and your body weight, at least for the first week, because first week is where you start with the least amount of weight, and you do gradually build. Notice how I am pushing my knees open, sitting my butt back as far as I can, and standing up tight, squeezing the glutes. The next, for those squatters out there, is the goblet squat. And we do have some more in-depth videos of this listed in the squat challenge page. So you grab the kettlebell by the horns, soften your knees, push them out as you stick your hips way back, keep that chest up. Okay, and here's a side view. So knees soft, slight toe turn out. I'm sticking my hips way back, keeping that slight arch in my back. I am not caving in. I'm keeping that slight arch. And again, inhale, sit back, looking straight ahead, trying to keep my chest up. Okay, so that will be the goblet squat option. Next, for those advanced people out there, you will go for the double front squat option, or if you only have one bell at home, you could start with maybe a heavier goblet squat for those who are more advanced. You could also do back squats as well, however, I will not be demonstrating that today with a barbell. So if you're gonna do the double front squat option, tilt the bells in, hike it back, double clean, find your squat stance. I personally like to clasp my fingers. Same squat pattern, here we go. Inhale, sit back. Side view, soften the knees, sitting way back, keep the arch in the back. Hike it back, set it down. So like I said, this squat challenge is for everyone. Do you use the restroom? Because if you do, you're squatting. Okay, so if you can sit down on the toilet and pee, or whatever else you do, go ahead and do that 10 more times. Same positioning that I showed you for the more advanced squatters. Push the knees open to allow your glutes to activate while you're squatting on the toilet. Hey now, drop it like a squat, drop it like a squat. And that's one option. So other ways you can participate in the squat challenge is by doing chair squats. You just grab a chair, stand a little bit wider, soften your knees, push them out away from each other, and sit back. It's definitely not as low as ideally I'd like you to go. However, if this is where you are in your fitness, then this is great to get started with. Inhale, exhale, still squeeze those glutes to the top. Another way is to hold on to something. So if you have one of these at home or you have a countertop, hold on tight, sit back, make sure you're not pulling your knees back. Keep those knees over your feet, your heels on the ground, and you can still go quite low if you're holding on. And use your arms, if you need to stand back up. Exhale, squeeze. So that's the assisted squat. So I just want to cover a common problem I see in squats. I'm going to cover two of them. The first one is they say their knee hurts quite a bit when they squat. So I ask them to show me their squat, and their squat ends up looking like this. This is extremely common. Okay, so when you're doing this, it means your lower back's doing the work. You're creating a valgus collapse, putting pressure on your meniscus, your hips, your ankles. So unfortunately, this is not the proper squat. So if your knees are hurting and have fluid in them, first try pushing the knees open, sitting your hips back so you can activate your glutes. Maybe don't go as low since you're not used to it. That's number one if you are having knee pain. The other option is instead of squats, if you're a little bit scared or if it just hurts just to even bend your knees like this, you're gonna do a deadlift challenge instead. Soften the knees, sit your butt back. So it's more hamstring glutes, but we're still getting our move on. So it's kind of like a squat hybrid, but still instead you're getting your knees bending in the right way. And then the final common mistake, and it's also just a very, very common issue, which most people can't help, is having their squats look like this. This is their squat. And most of the time, it's because their ankles are extremely tight. Maybe you wore high heels, or maybe you just have no ankle mobility whatsoever. So then maybe you try to compensate by putting your heels up so you can get lower. So instead, there's a couple ways to do this, and you still have to be very careful, but you're gonna give yourself a bit of a heel lift. So I do this several ways. Sometimes I give people plates, platforms. Sometimes it's just as simple as putting on some of those kind of squishy heels, shoes, just regular traditional tennis shoes with a higher heel. Just give yourself a little bit of a lift, soften your knees, and you'll see that your depth of your squat will increase. You'll also find maybe your hips are a little bit tight. So if that's the case, again, find a proper heel lift for you. Some people it's just a half an inch, some an inch, some even 3 inches. Whatever that may be, 3 inches is a little bit much, but whatever that may be, find a heel lift for you. Work on your ankles in the meantime, but that is another way you can participate in the squat challenge. So you're really doing a squat and not just a forced squat to where you're straining yourself. Okay? So that is, hopefully that answers any questions you have on if you have pain, ankle restrictions, or any sort of restrictions. Those are awesome modifications. I hope this video helps you. I am really looking forward to joining in and participating with you on this squat challenge. I've done it every year with everybody, and it's just so much fun. So if you'd like to participate with us, posting your videos, having fun, it's not competitive, but if you'd like to be competitive, we definitely have some of those people in the free group. Please join Lauren Brooks Fitness Challenge. It's a free Facebook group, and we're gonna have a lot of fun.